What's up, everybody? Welcome to hour 2 of the CanesInSight podcast, live at the Lickin' Miami Gardens. Stop on the way to the game, get some food, charge up. We got all the games playing right here. We're flipping. We're doing play-by-play. You got all the games here. Food is great. Service is great. They got a full bar. Why waste time? Beat the traffic. Get here, eat, do your thing, and then real quick, 5 minutes to the game, right down 27th here at the Lickin'. Pete, hour 2. There's a question here that had us perplexed over the break. And T-Love threw up the alley-oop. Over-under, JoJo Trader snaps, 12.5. You started out. I'll pick up after that.
You know, I'll say this. I think that's a good number. And we were off air here debating whether or not we thought it was gonna be over there. But I think it's a good number, D. I think it's a good number. I believe that this is the sort of game that you expect Miami to be up a couple scores, 3 scores, and you can get into that rotation. I think something we were talking about off air. The game was, you fell behind last week. You were never in control of the game. You were behind the 8 ball, and that's not a situation that you're going to play guys that you don't trust, which is obviously has been part of the equation with him.
Yep.
But you get up a few scores. The offense is moving the ball consistently. Maybe he gets a couple series.
Oh, K-Mel's saying adjust the mics a little, Pete. Can barely hear you. Let me know if you guys. Let me know how we sound over there. Produce us there. Usually I got Pete producing, so we got it under control. We're here at the Lickin'. So let us know how you hear me. Let us know how you're hearing Pete. Let us know in the comments as we get this thing rolling.
I think my mic, for whatever reason, was not on.
So thank you for that. Apologize.
Brandon wants to know, how are the lamb chops? I see your plate, so I know how they were.
Phenomenal, and I'm still getting a whiff of the whatever's left here from the sauce and all that. So it's still lingering in the air here. Delicious, man. The licking is phenomenal.
So yeah, they're saying you're still low, P. So
there's nothing I can do to change. For whatever reason,
you think it might be battery or something? All right.
Well, no, the battery's good. I don't know.
Kane's got saying Auburn talk. Oh my goodness, I was wrong on that one. I had Auburn to potentially. Oh, you're good. I had Auburn to potentially cover this week. I thought they just, at some point, you have so much talent that against an inferior team, you're underdog, you're going to play well. Pick 6 by Jackson Arnold. Ashton Daniels in the game. I'd love to see Deuce tonight. I don't know what he can do, but seeing him in the spring game, seeing him in the All-Star game, he looks like a very athletic, big player. So I'd like to see what he can do, because Auburn has talented dudes. You saw that catch by Coleman. It was insane, one-hander.
I said it reminded me of that Romello Brinson catch a few years ago for Miami.
Yeah, man. So Hugh Freeze, if they can't turn this thing around, I agree, he's probably gone tomorrow, and I don't blame Auburn, because there's no business to be that bad.
Where do they stack up in this job market, D?
They had the money to get portal guys. It's not like they didn't spend on the portal.
But at a certain point, D, I think we're going to get to
big run by Oklahoma, number 24.
Can we see some of that today from Miami?
Wow, explosive
run.
They
are right back in this
by Oklahoma. Huge play. It was bottled up, number 24. I don't know who is 24. Is that Xavier Robinson, the number 2 back?
What I was going to say, D, is I think it's going to get to a point with some of these job openings that if a Texas is open, we understand that's a different ballgame. But everyone's going to say we have money to spend. There's going to have to be some other factors involved here. You talked about it with Penn State, right? That's going to be an attractive job for some people. But, like, when you really break it down, what has that program been outside of what they were with Paterno? And we understand how that ended as the worst scandal, in sports history, you could say, one of them, right?
Yep. I would say it has to be the worst, yeah.
So you have that situation there. James Franklin does what he does over the last, 10 years or so, and he gets fired now. But what is that job? What do they have to offer, right? Auburn, like, there's some talent in the area, but to me, it's like, what's separating them from any other SEC school? What is Auburn outside of in the modern era here? The Cam Newton year, and then you had the run there with Gus and Nick Marshall, that team. But that was it. This has not been a consistent program. So I'm not sure what the lure to that.
Have you been out there? I know you spent a lot of time.
Yeah,
what was your impressions of it when you went out there to recruit?
Good, good game day atmosphere. Feels like any other big program in the SEC. It just to me it didn't have that special feel to it.
Right.
I don't know. That was what I felt. But
one thing I see. Hello, how are you? So one thing I see when it comes to that job is it is a straight shot from Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they do get a lot of players from Atlanta to make that trip. Singleton from Georgia Tech is one of them. Georgia Tech has not been necessarily that kind of program where they keep all those guys home. I know they've done it a little bit, Singleton, before he left. So they've been able to get good guys through that. And just in general, they're in a good recruiting area. They've been top 10 recruiting.
Yeah, Brandon says tradition, but I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of good programs in the SEC with tradition. Like, they can say we have tradition here. What's Auburn's recent tradition?
The 2 championships, right? But Campbell's 100% won. The other one was kind of a Gus Malzahn.
But they didn't win. They didn't win that one.
Yeah,
they lost to Florida State. They lost to Florida
it was
State,
impressive to get there with basically a DB at quarterback. But that was Gus Malzahn kind of catching lightning in a bottle. Had some NFL players, not necessarily a particularly high number for an SEC team. So yeah, what separates like an Auburn from the Ole Miss, for example, I think is a fair question to ask.
And really, as T-Love points out here, says Alabama 75% Bama fans. I don't know what the actual statistics are, but yes, I've been to Tuscaloosa as well, and it feels different in Tuscaloosa than it does in Auburn. And that might upset some people. I don't know why we'd have Alabama and Auburn fans listening to this.
Yeah, they're probably pretty busy right now.
For the record, I'm an Alabama State man, so both of those programs are, very, very below our standard at Alabama State. But anywho,
Auburn can use a right tackle from Alabama State right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you talk about the Auburn position, all these positions in general, I think a name that has to be in the mix here, like has to. I don't care if it's from a different region. Matt Campbell has got to get one of these jobs as we're breaking this down. I mean, you're talking about Auburn, Penn State, Arkansas, if you consider that a move that he'd make. The Florida State. Who knows what happens with Texas? There's going to be so much shuffling. You have to think. To me, the guys that if I'm one of these teams, they have to get one of these guys, Drinkwitz and Campbell. I don't see how those guys don't fill one of these roles with what they've done, program building, getting guys in the NFL, winning in a very legitimate way where Iowa State last year, we saw them. They passed the ball well. They had 2 NFL receivers. They have a good quarterback. They've run the ball historically well. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Like I would 100%, if I'm any one of these schools, take a hard look at Campbell, take a hard look at Drinkwitz, and to me, James Franklin. Those are the 3. Lane Kiffin, you have to put in that category too. But just you want guys that have built programs, and I think those are guys that can get NFL talent and that can develop those players into productive players within the context of a well-balanced, tough football team. I think Kiffin's kind of his own unique deal, but you have to, because of his success, you got to put him in that mix as well.
Yeah, and the thing I like about Campbell, D, is like it's been pretty sustained, and like just looking at the records now, they had some rough patches there, but it's not like he just had 1 or 2 good years there. Like he took them from where they were, got them. They've developed a bunch of NFL talent, and you have the 11-win season last year. You already have 5 wins this year, so kind of looking like they're on pace for another double digit. So it's like it's almost he's done it in 2 different cycles there,
100%.
which it's not. He almost had to reinvent himself. Now in the last couple of years, NIL is involved, and they've had more success.
Yep.
So I agree with that, and he's been thought of in NFL talks as well. So I'm not saying he's an NFL guy right now at this point, but someone who's been thought of in that light. I think he's a heck of a football coach.
Yeah, I'm with you. You pulled up the rankings. I'm just looking to pull them up on the screen share if you can. I know we're talking Iowa State on a Canes. This is really a college football podcast as we get ready for the Canes here. But I think coaching turnover, the games really aren't too competitive at the moment. I think really coaching turnover is the story of the day for me as I walk around here, getting ready to go to the stadium, talk to meet some folks out here in the Lickin'. besides the Canes taking care of business, hopefully tonight, which we'll keep talking about. I think this is the real story: is all this shuffling, which we hope, assuming the season progresses as we hope it will, and Miami is able to run the table here, make the playoffs, and show they're a real team. Yeah, looking at Campbell, so 2 9-win seasons at Toledo, then he goes to Iowa State, historically one of the worst programs in college football.
3 9-win seasons at Toledo, actually.
Sorry, there you go. 3 9-win seasons. Then you go to Iowa State, which is, if you go back, it's like Kansas. Iowa State, Kansas, you're talking about some of the worst programs historically in college football. 3-9, so they're at the bottom, and boom. Bowl. They have one bad season in 2000.
But I like how he was able to bring it back from that.
Brought it right back, and even higher with the best season they've had, 2024, 11 wins. And of course, defeating Miami in the bowl. So one top 10 finish, one top 15 finish, but bowls pretty much every single year. NFL players, Brock Purdy, Breece Hall, 2 receivers drafted this year. They've had guys.
Alan Lazard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had a couple defensive guys, I believe, as well. I think they had a couple defensive backs. Just a good, solid program that knows how to win and knows how to get the most out of their players. And I think if you put him in, for example, a Penn State, right, or God forbid an FSU, he's someone who knows how to start it from scratch, get the right guys, and produce more Breece Halls and Higgins, because he has better access to talent at a Penn State or FSU. Yeah, got to mention this one, Clark Lee at Vandy. I mean,
there's some talk that he might stay there. I mean, that's a program. You asked me, how do they separate themselves in the SEC? It sounds crazy, but I think you have some more unique things to sell there than maybe in Auburn. I'm not saying it's a better football program, right? Let's not say that right now yet.
Yeah.
But do you see where I'm coming from? And the academics are what they are. It's in a big city of Nashville.
Yep.
That is a great place to be. It's
rising city,
growing, and it's a city that it's not just a small town, right? You have more to sell outside of it.
But you can still get guys in the area. You're not that far from town.
Yes, it's kind of like in Atlanta where it's a hub.
Yeah.
In the South. So
you can recruit the Carolinas, which has been a kind of an open area with Clemson down, North Carolina down. That area you can kind of dip into is pretty close.
So if he has the financial backing there, and T Love says Nashville versus Auburn, not close. Yeah, so if you're going to talk about what does that program bring to the table as a job, it's Clark Lee or Leia.
I probably screwed it up.
I don't know. I've heard it both ways.
Help us out here.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I'm not getting this right.
Yeah,
if Pete doesn't know,
I've heard it both ways. And it's it's not great that we don't know because they say his name so much with the season they're having.
I'll tell you right there. I'll tell you right now. Let's see.
But if you're him, then
pronounced Lee. See, I was right.
Yeah, no, I thought it was.
Okay.
So I was just kind of reverbalizing it here for myself, but I think that's a phenomenal place to build and grow. D.
And he's a native of Nashville, so you wonder if he's going to leave. That's the other part of it.
Yeah, everyone's saying Lee here, so.
Yeah, but he is from Nashville. He's a Vanderbilt grad, so old English origins on the name.
Joel Warren says not a princess.
Yeah, not Leia. Do you get that reference? That one you at least get. It's big enough for you to get. Your pop culture references are limited, but I know you got Princess Leia.
Is that who was it? Diane, Princess Diane, someone with that?
Gee, come on, Princess Leia.
I don't know what that is.
Look at this, man.
Sorry, guys.
Princess Diane. You see that Princess Leia was English royalty? Do you know what Princess Diane is?
They had the car accident? Yeah. A lot of conspiracies around that thing.
What are the conspiracies? I haven't heard those.
I don't know. This is a time and place for those discussions. Listen. We have enough conspiracy talk with the JoJo situation right now to deal with the.
Brandon says I'm clueless too, Pete.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Now things have devolved in hour 2 here, live from the Lake.
Oh, Mateer here. It's 25-10. Mateer taking off and running. I'm surprised. The thing about Mateer that I think surprises me the most is I thought he was going to run more. Like when we looked like we might get Mateer for the University of Miami, I thought it was going to be a running machine with him, like running for yards, not just scrambling around making plays with his arm, but running, because he's a strong guy. He ran a lot of Washington State. I don't know the exact numbers, but he put up some good rushing yards.
He ran for a lot of yards last year.
Yeah, more so than this year, where Oklahoma really doesn't have a great running game. Now, obviously, you're playing better defenses. I think that has something to do with it. Do you want him pounding into SEC defenses all the time? Although, Tim Tebow certainly did it without a problem. So if you're big enough, you can do it. But yeah, Mateer. Let's see. Last year,
he ran for 826 yards last year. 15 touchdowns.
15 touchdowns. Just ran it right now and got swallowed up here by Franklin. What's his name? We saw him. He was a big recruit for us. Number 5, Franklin. Chad, I know.
Cam Franklin.
Cam Franklin. Kamarian, is that
Kamarian?
What it was?
Wait, Wait, for who? Which
for Ole Miss?
Yeah, it was Cam Franklin.
Yeah. Kamarian. Yeah, Cam Franklin.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You hit it, Pete.
So we had a comment up here, D, that we didn't get to in the beginning of the show either, from our boy Joel Warren. Joel, you throw that Lomello's on the grill this week? Let me know, man. I told you, man. I did not want your experience to be messed up by the results of the game. So hopefully we get you back on the Lomello's. But the comment I was going to say is, he said Canes Kiwi starter next year having a huge day and taking down Bama. South Carolina money line winner.
Well, I think it might be tampering time, because Brandon says he wants to talk tampering. He wants that Cal quarterback. I only saw part of the game. I fell asleep, and I was watching the World Series. Did you get any eyes on this Cal Virginia Tech game last night?
I had it watching in the background. Virginia Tech, that game is going to be that one might be a scary one there near the end of the year, right?
They got a quarterback. As Oklahoma runs it in the end zone, takes the lead, big.
But every time I watch him, and even the stuff I was seeing last night, it looks so pretty. He looks like a quarterback. It does not look forced. Like, it's just very pretty, man.
286 yards, 1 touchdown, 24 of 39, 286. So
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, but I think that they're gonna go down swinging with him and understand that we have to give him every reason to come back here, and they're gonna put the football in his hands.
TH3 Lab says Miami posted clips of JoJo and Josh Moore practicing this week. Should mean they played 30+ snaps, right? LOL. I didn't see the latest one, but they don't do those things by accident. So if they put one of those like little teaser videos and showed those guys, it's clearly a message. Now they don't know who's going to play; they're not the coaches. But bad miss by Mateer. Holy moly, that was a bad miss. So Mateer rolled right here.
That was a two-point
conversion to go up 3 against Ole Miss with 1 minute left in the third. Rolling right. I mean, it looked like an easy throw, and he just skipped it on the ground. Let's take another watch here.
While we're in tamper mode, D. What happens if this Oklahoma season goes down the drain and Venables gets fired?
This year?
I mean, do you think on the current trajectory he's going to the league next year?
No, I don't think he'd be crazy to. It depends what happens to that offensive coordinator, because remember, that was the guy, was his offensive coordinator.
Arbuckle.
Yeah, Arbuckle. There it is. The CanesInSight over for JoJo snaps is 12.5.
Yeah, I think that's a good number, man. I think I'll say more than 1.
Yeah.
More than 1. Unless the game gets tight again, then maybe not.
I think he's going to have a good game. And I think when he has success, they're going to keep feeding him. Here we go. Use USF, man. These guys got an explosive offense when they're not playing us. Look at that. Who's this guy? Number 4. This guy didn't touch the ball against us, or at least if he did, he didn't do. These guys ran for like 20 yards against us. Sam Franklin, 73 yards.
By the way, it's the lab, not TH3.
Oh, the lab. I apologize, my brother. The lab. Miami here versus USF. I had to look at the stats. So USF ran for 40 yards, 1.5 yards a carry.
Did Sam Franklin get a touch in that game? I don't remember him.
Four carries, 10 yards. Just went 73 looking fast. Now, look, I know they're playing another G5 opponent, but USF is a good football team. You all think about jobs. I mean, Golesh. So that's another one you put in. If you ask me what I think might happen and what I hope happens, I hope Golesh goes to FSU. I think he'd do fine there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would do as good as some of these other names. Like, I don't think he'd get him to the national championship. I don't know how he's a recruit. How he's as a recruiter.
That's a good one. to me, he's like a more supercharged Mike Norvell.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he has more energy and I think stamina to stay in the fight for.
Yeah.
Like Golesh doesn't strike me as someone who is going to lay down on the recruiting trail to Mario. Mario will still get who he wants, I'll say. But like I think Norvell doesn't even want to see Mario.
He's not even in the game.
Like I think Mario, if Norvell sees that Miami is recruiting a guy, he knows they're probably not going to get him.
Yeah.
If Miami really is, and yes, we have a Jason Lopez situation this year that FSU wins a recruiting battle. So it's not 100%.
I'd say FSU basketball won that battle more than FSU football.
Yes, I would probably agree with that without a doubt. But I think Golesh he kind of has that juice where he's I'm not gonna care that it's Mario Cristobal and it's Miami. Like I'm still gonna make the runs of guys. Not that he'll land the guys, all of them.
Right.
But I think he has more confidence in himself. I don't know.
Ooh, big miss. Oh man.
Canes can't see through if I says Golesh almost fought the FAU coach shoes.
Got that fire. Huge miss in the Ole Miss game. So 3rd and 1. They call a perfect play. Lane Kiffin gets Luke Haas, the Arkansas transfer, wide open for guaranteed touchdown. And Trinidad just overthrows him on 3rd and 1. You can see the booth, man. Oh, they know he missed them. Look at their faces. Oh, that one hurts. That was 6 points. That was at least
great play call,
huge
man.
chunk play.
Oh man, that
he had him. Lane had him. Oh wait, 4th and 1. They're going for it. I don't think it's a bad idea. Oh, they're just trying to get him to jump. Nope, they're doing it.
Wow.
Oh, what a play call by Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, man.
2 in a
Dial
row.
that thing up. Coach.
2 in a row.
Golly. What a coach, man. He just this is what I'm saying though. Like he exudes confidence.
He does. He
like,
brings life to the
sideline.
program. No doubt about it.
Listen, they may lose this game, right? And then you can say everyone can say that he sucks, but you can't watch them play and not be excited by how they let it rip.
And look, I mean, we're talking about Trinidad Chambliss. Number 8 is who is that? I can't tell with the dreads. It's covering the name.
That's the tight end.
Because they missed Haas on the play before.
Yeah, but he's like their H back.
So they just hit. Is this guy
number 8?
Number 8. Daquan Wright.
Daquan Wright. Luke Haas, legend of Bixby.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Ole Miss's offense, they really don't have a lot of guys that are, you get excited about.
We got to get what game we got to get on here? ACC Network, North Carolina, Virginia. Yeah. Let's get that one on here.
Let's get that. But really, look at Lane when he's doing his offense. I'm just looking at the names. None of these names I'm like jumping over my, jumping through hoops about. Kewan Lacey was a good get in the portal. They've done a good job getting good players in the portal. But it's not like he just is getting carried by name the player. These are guys that he's really getting the most out of. Starting with Chambliss, who missed a throw and then boom, right back and get him in the mix.
Look at North Carolina, man. Belichick ball, man. What a ball coach.
Let's go. They're 3 or 4 if they win. What if they finish? You think they might? What if they go a bowl? It's not possible.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If they win this game, the PR is going to start spinning in a positive way for them.
Yeah,
it's been they withstood that bye week where everyone was saying that they were going to fire Belichick and all that.
Yep.
And you got to give them credit.
Pete, let me tell you, so let's say they win this game, they'd be 3 and 4. You know what they have next week? At Syracuse, which is one of the worst teams in the ACC, getting stomped right now. Then versus Stanford, who hopefully still feeling this game right here against the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah.
It could be that would make them.
I mean, if they win, if they can pull
5 and 4. And then they got Wake, Duke, and NC State. They got to win one of those, and then they're bowl eligible. It's not impossible they get bowl eligible if they win this game.
Which would be a heck of a job by them for as much as we joked about
would
them.
Be,
I really don't think they have too much talent. I will say that they're running the ball pretty effectively here. I don't know what the numbers look like just from what we've seen here these last couple plays. They're big up front.
For the ACC, man, Miami's just got to take care of business. Show up today, don't commit penalties, play with an edge, tackle, run the ball. Take the passes that are there, run after the catch.
Good run. Good patience by him.
Is this Troop? Who is this? No, Hall. So that's really the script. Miami's just got to take care of business every single week. You're the favorite every single week. Don't beat yourselves. It's so cliche, but look, we know it's true because we saw it happen last week. Louisville's the best, is better than any team left on the schedule on paper. Stick to the script, execute, don't beat yourself. The rest of the ACC is going to fall into place. I mean, you're seeing it right here with University of North Carolina potentially upsetting Virginia. No one picked that. It's going to happen to all these teams.
Skinny.
It's going to happen to all these teams. If it's not today, it'll be another day. So you got to take care of business, stick to the script. T-Love saying, I don't understand how UVA beat University of Louisville. Sacks, turnovers. Louisville really did not. Their offensive line,
Get rid of it.
I was wrong big time. Oh, great.
Gio Lopez. Nice play.
Oh,
by him.
unbelievable completion by Gio Lopez. Then he got out of bounds.
They're starting to believe in Chapel Hill, ladies and gentlemen.
I was way out on Louisville last week. I was wrong. But that's, if you ask me how, Virginia completely stopped the Louisville's running game. They got after the quarterback and caused a lot of turnovers, which I thought we were going to do the same given the offensive line problems. But Louisville got together. We told that story a million times. That's ACC football, man. That's why you got to just be consistent week after week. Miami does have the better team, and they should be able to win every game if they keep it clean.
Oklahoma playing hard right now. You got to give them credit. I thought that game was getting out of hand for them. They were down 12 there.
It was dicey, and against a very, very. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you should be good.
Okay, good. Here we go. Chambliss. Oh, Ole Miss with an explosive play. Who's number 17? Oh, Winston Watkins. Great throw. Winston Watkins, Florida guy, right?
Yeah.
He's from the west coast of Florida, I believe.
We saw him at that camp, that Under Armour camp.
We did. He was good.
He was really good there, and I was asking. This is when I was getting back into the recruiting.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know. Yes, but I was like, why aren't we on that kid? And we didn't really have an answer.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he wasn't like a no-name recruit. We had recruited him.
No, he was a 4-star, but I don't think he was like a priority guy for us. Canes Cat Seat 305 says we offered him in the 8th grade.
Yeah, he was one of those like early guys.
Yeah, but you know how that is. That doesn't mean they were actually recruiting.
No, and who knows? There's like always weird stuff that happens recruiting. Ole Miss is a team that they're always getting guys.
And he looks the same. He looks like the same sort of player as Malik, like same position.
Exactly.
As Malachi, so
we're in that 17. Tony Johnson. By the way, check out that. Oh, Sammy Watkins' nephew. That makes sense. Yep. It's Canes Cat, man. Always there for us. By the way, I did an interview with Tony Johnson for Storm Session, so check that one out. Hear from a Cane receiver that we're hoping gets going here against Syracuse. You've been pushing it
against Stanford.
Oh, sorry, against Stanford.
Yes.
You've been pushing it.
Yeah, I think that he's a guy who's shown he can play at this level. Did it at Cincinnati last year. They're having a good year this year. Man, I'm impressed with Gio Lopez on this drive.
Oh, that's third nine though. Big decision year coming up.
Thank God we don't play North Carolina this year. that would be. You just know that one would be wackier than it needed to be. But yeah, who were we talking? Was I just talking about Tony Johnson?
Yeah.
I think he's got more juice than people realize.
Big catch and run against USF. He could do that against
Stanford. He's a little bit bigger than Malachi as well. Which I'm not saying like he should be playing over Malachi, but like I'm just trying to put things in perspective. Like he's not a small slot receiver. We saw him against USF make a nice play.
I interviewed him. He's not small. He's got size.
That's what I'm saying.
Great kid.
I thought for some reason he was like a tiny slot receiver when we picked him up.
No,
but that wasn't the case when I saw him, and like he was winning pretty consistently in camp.
Oh, Martin says great interview. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate that.
So, yeah,
he was winning consistently in camp. He's
a
veteran.
I never saw him drop a ball like off the top of my head. I can't remember him. He's going to bring it from a blocking perspective. Your interview is pretty recent with him too, right? I mean,
yeah.
So
good attitude.
The attitude, and for a guy who's not playing all that much, who came here for his last year, the attitude's been good from what we understand.
He's an academic. He was an academic scholarship guy before he got on the athletic scholarship at FAU.
Wow.
Yeah, he went to FAU he went to play football, but he was able to do it because of academics, not because they recruited him that hard out.
So I think the dream, man. I think my dream of Nico Yamaliava. I don't know if it was a real dream. I think it was just for clickbait reasons.
Yeah, it was a heck of an episode.
It looks like that storybook is coming to a close.
Indiana,
here.
Man, holy moly!
Hey, that's what great teams do, man.
They're a wagon right now. Look at this. Our boy Mendoza, 168 yards. So not a big passing day as far as the yards, but 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Also ran for 45 with a touchdown. How about that? Oh, his brother's in the game now.
And we were watching. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, let's put a suit.
They have all quarter left. That'd be great. I want to see that.
Let's do the scouting. They were scouting the next guy we're trying to tamper with.
Right. Even though I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. After we probably had an opportunity at the brother at Fernando. I don't know that.
Oh,
it looks like he's back in. Wait, that's
the brother.
That's Alberto?
Yeah, it's Alberto. You look big, right?
No, I think was it?
It looked like him. Let's see what's going on. We got a Cuban mix up here going on the on Indiana UCLA game. Someone just completed a big pass downfield. Let's see which quarterback it is. Yeah.
No, it is. Yeah, it is the younger brother.
Look, they're the same number,
dude,
15 and 16.
Golly, man, we missed out on both brothers. God.
2 greatest Cuban quarterbacks of all time, man. We didn't get either.
Shoot,
What's going on in the world? What's going on at the University of Miami? It's all right. Carson Beck's going to throw 6 touchdowns today. I'm not particularly worried about that part of it. But
Dude.
This guy maybe for the next one.
What? And he can move, by the way.
Yeah, he's more athletic always.
His brother's taller, but he's.
Well, his size looks fine.
Yeah.
He's not 6'5" like his brother, but he's like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. And he's got some long arms. I don't know, man. So what do you think, D? How are we feeling where now that the music is starting to turn up a little bit here?
As R&B
always starts to, as we get closer to game time here, the music starts to get a little bit more energetic, a little more upbeat.
Steven Veo, my guy, is saying they keep trying to get Lyle going or go back to more Fletcher and Marty Brown. I think they'd love to get Lyle going. They look to be got to win the game, and they got to play well. If they're playing well, I mean, I think Lyle will get it carries regardless, but you would like it to be sort of a game where you're going downhill. We are going downhill, man. Indiana's a wagon. Where you're really having success, and then you can really.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But what you're getting at is what we're watching Indiana do right now. Whew. They have these backups in, and they're throwing the ball downfield up 49-6. But they're not changing. And look what they're doing, by the way. They have Holden Stays in there.
Yeah, some starters. Yeah.
So you mix it in, which we saw against USF.
Yeah.
But this is what you want to see Miami do. Can you throw the young guys out there the guys that we want to see? Why can't you get them in action like this? And then once that confidence is there, once you get them in this sort of game, that that look at these guys on the outside blocking how they're supposed to block, right?
I like
Zero. Dude, all these guys that are getting the ball here have some ability, right? Like this is not your typical team that you would say, oh, they're just a well-coached, like there's some speed on this team. And we saw it in their win a few weeks ago against Oregon. But this is how you get these guys that we want to see, that we have all these crazy titles and thumbnails about, getting them the ball, and even on the defensive side of the ball. I want to see a Kellen Wiley running around out there.
Yeah.
100%. I want to see him getting in the mix, and we know how talented he is. Sometimes
going deep.
So that wasn't good, but guess what? This is where he learns and he gets these reps in.
Trevor's saying, Judd, back it up, saying preach.
Because dude, everyone wants to see JoJo play. I want to see JoJo play. You want to see JoJo play.
And Lyle.
And we can just say F it, screw it, excuse my language, and throw him out there and do it. But then if he makes a mistake, everyone's saying, why are you playing this guy?
Yep.
Can we do it in a controlled environment, so to speak, that you already have this game in hand?
If they take control,
and then once he shows there, and this isn't just him. Like I said, there's other guys on the team. I'm just using him because he's obviously the most out there case of it.
This is bizarre. I'm sorry for cutting you off because as Mendoza, look at this guy running. Oh! But
Bert Shiesty.
Bizarre
That's his nickname.
Bizarre situation here with Ole Miss, Oklahoma. I'm trying to see if I understood. So Trinidad Chambliss hits the tight end for a touchdown, and then
I like that kid.
I like him too. But then they took him out, and then they put in Austin Simmons for the 2-point conversion, and he didn't get it. I mean, great play.
Dude, they've got weapons. That's a third tight end.
Yeah. But then why did they take? Was he hurt? Because that's the second time they took him out to put in Austin Simmons, and Austin Simmons missed the throw. Doesn't make. And then are you guys? Is anyone watching this here on the chat? Then explain that one to me. Oh wow! Look at Fernando Mendoza's fired up for his brother. Look at him. The brother.
Kurt Signetti, man, he hit the jackpot, man. The Cuban jackpot. That's what they call the Bulls at East Las Canarias Express, the Cuban jackpot.
Let's go, baby. Throw me a layup here. East Las Canarias Express. You already know. Look at all the different types of croquetas they got in our spot right here. Boom. Dayland Mall Dining Pavilion is Alberto Mendoza.
Wow.
Runs right into the end zone here. Place is going crazy. How's that place not full? I mean, I know they're winning by 56, but like if you're Indiana and you're winning by 56 in our conference game, I would probably be there. Why is Indiana not? I mean, it's got a decent.
Man, I got a smile on my face. I'm ready to put the crimson on, man. I'm turning into an Indiana fan, man. This is a good ball. But you know what? I said weeks ago they would beat Oregon. I believed in this team heavily. We were huge fans of what they did
all
in the
offseason.
portal. The coaching is top notch. I just like the way they play, man. They're running through these teams.
Yeah, no, Signetti is the real deal. And again, you kind of get the same situation as Lane. Do you stay there and just because all these? I mean, he has that new contract, so I don't know how fluid that is. I'm sure there's some escalators where if other guys become higher paid, he gets to jump up. So he's probably cheering for all these coaches, but he's in a pretty good spot there.
Go ahead with your East Las Canarias Express. I got so hypnotized by the Cubans on the screen. I forgot what the Cubans you're talking about here.
7 different types of croquetas. OG ham. You got chicken, smoked fish, all the classics. You got the more Spanish style croqueta. Oh, there we go. Yeah, share that tab instead. Thank you, Pete. Producing from the side. You got the all the sandwiches, medianoche, pan con lechon, little pork, whatever you want. They got there. They got the soups, cubaritos for the grab and go, the different shakes, the bowls, coffee. Little cafecito get you ready for game time for that 7 o'clock kit. You got all the desserts. Natilla is my favorite. Yeah, I know you seem like a flan guy.
I'm a Natilla guy. No, I'm a Natilla guy also. Yeah.
So a lot of different options here at East Las Canarias Cuban Express in the Dayland Mall Dining Pavilion, the #1 Cuban restaurant on planet Earth. All right, we got some games going on. I mean, this Indiana game I think is cooked, but this Ole Miss game.
What about that? Go back to the UNC game.
Yeah, I'm about to put it on right now.
That was worth it, though. I'll tell you, seeing that Alberto
electrifying
was definitely worth it.
Yeah, that was electrifying, man. How did we not get that one bothers me honestly in some ways even more than the brother. The brother we should have gotten out of the portal, although we got back. I feel confident with Beck, but the brother was actually a big recruit. He signed with Indiana before his brother transferred there.
Yeah.
So the brother Fernando was one of those guys that just late bloomer to the bone. He was an Ivy League commit. CanesInSight, we said that we thought he was a D1 guy or FBS guy, but it's not like he was recruited that way. The brother was, and didn't really give him a look. And I'm not sure who we could have signed that year that was too dynamic. It couldn't have been anybody that's playing because none of those guys that age are playing for us.
Is that Eddie Pierre Louis who plays for Oklahoma? He was that's a name from the past, right?
Big offensive lineman.
Looks like he's starting for them as a sophomore, but I don't remember. I forget what his recruitment was like. Was Miami in it on him?
The big, he's like a sprinter.
Yeah,
sprinting
from
guard.
Tampa.
Yeah,
big sprinting looks like he's starting for them. So
good for them. I mean,
they always do well in Florida, man. They always get these guys in Florida that for whatever reason, like I don't know that he was trying to look at it here. Yeah, it was none of the in-state schools were really on him too hard. It doesn't look like it's at UCF, Tennessee.
Ill-advised pass on 3rd down by Mateer, by the way. Yeah, so trying to get the North Carolina game on here. But anyways, come out.
It's on ACC Network, so I don't know.
Yeah, with you handle it here.
I'll do it.
Gary Furman's fired up about Rutgers doing this thing. Kevin Dennis saying Eddie Pierre Lewis killing it.
Yeah.
Didn't Heatherman coach under Signetti? Yes, I believe at James Madison, right? They overlapped there. Unbelievable program. Yeah, OU as a Nigerian freshman offensive tackle supposed to be amazing. Michael Fasusi. I think he's American. Maybe he's Nigerian American. I don't think I think he's from here. He might be like when he's Texas. I know Texas is a big Nigerian American population. All right, look, ACC's making some moves.
You gotta love the voice to channel feature.
Oh, here we go.
Good
Bill
return.
Belichick gets a great return.
That's what he does, man. So that's one thing you can give him credit for, D. I know you don't want to give him credit for much, but that's one thing you can give him credit for.
Belly ball. Oh, remember we did a video on
Yeah,
this
we
guy.
did a video on what school is he from? That defensive lineman.
He's from like a Yukon or
Delaware or
something like that.
something?
Yeah, the Blue Hens. We did so many videos on these. North Carolina for Group Chat Sports. Like and subscribe to Group Chat Sports.
Did you know? I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I know why I'm bringing it up. We just mentioned Delaware. Delaware is the only school in the history of football to have the Super Bowl MVP and the regular season MVP. Only
Rich Gannon, Joe Flacco.
Yep.
Wow.
What a question.
That's a trivia.
Shout
Man,
out to my guy Dan Hajar Sr. Played slot receiver.
Oh, he
at
dropped it
Delaware.
yesterday. Oh, shout out, man. I'm thinking, yeah, that's crazy.
Because he had me, he asked me, and I'm dropping, you're dropping Miami, Alabama, I knew it wasn't Miami, but like you're dropping.
Wait, but Mahomes has not won both.
But that's.
Oh, there's got two different people.
Yeah. That's not. You can't.
Yeah.
Gio Lopez. Oof.
26 seconds. They're not that far from field goal range. They got a kicker. Red, White, and True News. Do you figure out why your videos have so many ads in them? If you're talking about separate from the ads that we do, like write our own reads, that's YouTube. They just they do what they do.
Yeah, if you're the one who's been commenting on it, there's nothing that we can. It's normally your own settings. There's nothing that we do to add more. So
yeah, I mean, aside from the ones we just read.
Yeah.
Tila says, make sure to smash that like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody joining the show as we get ready for the Stanford game. Any stuff you guys want to talk about, let us know in the chat. It sounds like you guys are kind of watching along with us here with college football. Well, so the defensive, no, that's offensive holding, 2nd and 17. Yeah, Belichick probably run this out, try to win this at OT is my guess.
Yeah, they tried to take a shot a second ago, though.
Yeah, then they get the holding.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric Singleton just made a 60-yard catch. I'm going to put that game back on.
Yeah, well, let's see what they do here.
Because they'll run this one out. That one will go to overtime. So let's take a look at this Auburn game. I thought Auburn had a chance here. I really did. But maybe the quarterback change is the spark they need. Eric Singleton, man. Imagine him in our offense.
Yeah.
That's a heartbreaker because he's not doing anything over there. So it's like, it's a shame is what that one is. It's just a shame timing-wise that he ended up there.
No, it'd be the perfect fit right now.
It'd be. And for him, I mean, that's what he needs. So, yeah, this game's still got a whole quarter left. Auburn, Arkansas, 19 seconds left in the third. But big play to Eric Singleton.
SMU.
Did they get called back? It's not showing up here.
I don't know. Maybe it's behind. Maybe it happened before. Did it not?
They're on the Auburn 20. They're on their own 27. Oh, there it is. Is that on third and wait? What in the world?
3rd and 47.
No, this computer's messing up. All right. Well, it sounds like Auburn's got the ball here. Pete, El Clasico prediction.
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. I gotta say, I'm nervous. I'm gonna go 2-2. Draw.
There's how Tutu Atwell. Big pass by Ashton Daniels. I mean, maybe that's what they need is a quarterback change. I would go with him, and then you just get Deuce Knight some carries too, and just kind of hit him with the two quarterback attack. Let him run. Let them take some hits.
T Love says have as good a sell to any slot receiver in the country with Dawson as OC. Slot wide receivers eating the offense.
Yeah, the bad part about the sell is you got to play behind Guy Tony for a couple of years. Although I'm sure there's going to be ways we could use both of those guys.
Yeah.
We are having a great time.
Taylene,
ready to take a nap after that meal. Taylene, absolute best.
Yes, please. That'd be great. We're here live from the Licking Miami Gardens, 17647 Northwest 27th Ave here in Miami Gardens, right down the street from the stadium. If you are headed to the game, obviously we know that you guys like to tailgate and all that, but stop by the Licking, have a bite to eat, have a drink on the way out of the stadium. I know after last week's game, a lot of you guys just wanted to rush home, I'm sure. But
yeah,
grab a bite, Uber Eats, pick up on the way home. Yes, exactly. We can celebrate on the way home after this one tonight against Stanford. The Licking Miami Gardens, man. Just have had a really good time here, man, all season long. We have how many more home games do we have, D, after this one? Two
Flew
more
by, man.
after this one. So,
man,
I already told you we will be here in the off season. We're gonna. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do some Sunday. I'm gonna have to do some Sunday. You know what? We'll just have to come and do some shows here. Like,
let's do the World Series. We can do the World Series. You can do a Classico, whatever you
almost
want.
a pick for Oklahoma there. So D, what are we gonna do? Let's maybe watch the end of this North Carolina UVA game.
See if you can find it. Here we go. Albert's saying, if
Network.
I pass by there before the game,
ACC
can I get
Network.
D Money's autograph on my jersey? I mean, it'll reduce the value of your jersey by 100%, but I'm happy to do it. Roll by the Lick in Miami Gardens. See the address there at the bottom.
Yeah, we got basketball season next week, man. Jacksonville. Well, not next week. I guess it would be 2 weeks from now. Less than 2 weeks, but not this week coming up. You have Jacksonville on the 3rd. So that is next Monday night. So excited to have FAU today in a close scrimmage.
Hurricane 316 says, can you please make yourself useful for once and tell us who would make it to the ACC title game if there's a 3-way tie between Miami, Louisville, and UVA? I mean, you got to let the season play out. The tiebreakers, I think, are based on records that haven't been compiled yet. So, I don't know. So cheer for all of them to lose. Hope that is useful enough for you. I mean, it's not decided yet. That's a formula that's still being calculated.
I don't know. I think if anyone tells you they have the formula to it for Miami to get there right now, then they're probably lying.
Boca Soul says, how do you assess the state of the team after last week? Historically, these teams have faltered after facing adversity. Hearing anything on the ground? I heard it's fine. Now, you got to see it. I haven't heard anything negative like, oh, these guys are hanging their heads. I mean, this is a pretty mature team. And it wasn't like it was a total demoralizing loss. They lost the game they should have won. They know what they could do better. They were the better team. It's frustrating in that respect. But it's like, if you're Miami, you're excited to get back to work, to show that you're not going to make those same mistakes. That to me did not seem like a demoralizing game where you're pointing fingers. Beck, I'm sure, wants to get rolling again. I think he will. But I think as long as you start well in this game, the vibes are going to be fine. If you start poorly, it can get tricky because, again, the home field gets a little nervous and people get on each other. But I think it's a pretty strong team. Everything I've heard is solid. Again, that's just what I'm hearing. I'm only hearing from one side. But certainly I've not heard anything negative about the mood after this. I've been around a few losses in my day as a Pete. This is not the first loss in Miami Hurricanes history. And it seems like a team, they know they're good. Beck, I think, needs to seize control, respond, throw some touchdowns, play well, protect the ball, make the plays that are being made to lead this team. And that's going to make a big difference.
So we got this tweet I want to bring up, D. We got these special uniforms today, right?
Yep.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit right here. So we got the pictures in the release here.
Where are they?
Look good.
I can't even see them, and they're hiding with those trees in the background.
But like these are all right. This, which I guess they had on College Game Day this morning. Those look like Dijon mustard, man.
Maybe if the lighting is tricky on these things. I mean, I just don't. I'm serious. And again, I never played quarterback at any kind of high level. Can you see with accuracy and the quickness of how everybody's moving around? Does that affect vision to have that color jersey?
And it's on the green field.
That's what I'm saying. Is that not a problem? I mean, again, I'm not played quarterback to see if that would affect any perception, but you'd think it would. These guys are moving pretty fast. I mean, it's not like we're talking about a very slow process.
All right, guys. So just so you know, we're getting out ahead of it. The excuse we are saying it now. So you can't. It's not an excuse if we are saying it. There's a scientific issue. And look, we've said this throughout the week. I don't think it's been a secret that Mario hasn't been a fan of some of the non-traditional looks that Adidas has maybe tried Miami to wear. There are contractual obligations to certain situations when it comes to your retail provider. I'm not under contract with Adidas, so I can say these things. But yeah, I think that we'll see how they look out there in person today. But it's not a look that I love.
Let's see what's going on here.
As Virginia throws towards the end zone, that looked like pass interference.
Yeah, he's pulling them with the right.
Wow.
No, gets away with it. All right, so Boca Souls, appreciate the kind words. How does Cristobal addressing cleanup penalties? 3 games of very ugly penalty staff can't seem to correct it. Why are we favored by 30 points? On the first one, I'd say, I mean, Mario's teams have been penalized for a while. Last year, they were not a good team in terms of penalties. I believe we're certainly below 80. I think we were in the 80s, maybe in 90s in penalties. I have to look that up. But it was certainly not a good team last year in terms of limiting penalties. And then this year, we're in the 130s. So I don't think it's necessarily just like a bad day. I think it's something that unfortunately we've seen a few times. And going back even to Oregon, where those teams were pretty highly penalized, not every single year, but I would say more often than not. I don't know. I wish I had the answer. It's something that I think needs to be fixed because this is an offense that's built on ball control. And if you're a highly penalized team and a ball control offense, that's a lot of drives that you're killing when you have a game like last week. We only ran the ball 18 times, and I think penalties had a lot to do with that. I think overall that when you get those penalties and set back drives, plus you have turnovers. I mean, how many drives are you throwing away? If you want to talk about the offensive problem, I mean, you start right there because you're now dealing with a limited number. Someone posted earlier in the chat about how many plays Ole Miss has ran in this game alone. I mean, the Ole Miss is between possessing the ball, converting first downs, not turning it over, and then just running at a pretty fast pace. They are running a ton of plays, and it looks like they're going to take control of the game right here against Oklahoma up 5 on 2nd and goal. So I think I wish I knew the answer. And then the favorite 30 by points. I mean, I just think Stanford's beat up. Their quarterback was questionable when that line came out. And, Miami's looking to bounce back. So anyways, Pete, I'll let you get your crack at that one.
Well, no, I pretty much agree with everything you've said there. I was just going to bring up the predictions here because I tend to agree. I know there's a lot of factors at play there, but 30 points is a lot of points. In my opinion, I have Miami 38-17, which would be a 21-point win. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully they do win by more than that, and it's a very in-control game where you can get maybe they do win by 21, but it's like, one of those garbage time touchdowns at the end where it really doesn't, you still come out of it pretty happy about how you played. But yeah, I tend to think 30 points is a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I caught us covering here, and I'm not running to the bookie with this one. It's going to come down to the start. That's really what it comes down to. If Miami can start the game fast, I think they have. You're looking at this and you're saying, all right, Miami's pass offense wants to bounce back. You're expecting a motivated Beck, a locked-in Beck. Pass protection you think is going to be pretty good against Stanford. They lost their best pass rusher to Texas Tech, David Bailey, so they're not necessarily a team that gets after the passer at a high level. The receivers in this particular matchup have a significant advantage. You can say what you will about Miami's other receivers. First of all, the top 2 are excellent, and then behind them, you're still much more athletic than Stanford's defensive backs, which are not a strength of the team and haven't been for a long time. So I think you add it all up, and I think what Vegas is seeing is a team that Miami that wants to pass, that wants to show they can pass, that's locked in on trying to show that they are not what they showed last week, going against a team that is susceptible in that area. So that's kind of that dynamic. Miami's going to want to, especially that success, keep throwing, keep the momentum going, make a statement. And then defensively, Stanford has not been very good on offense. So, no one predicted them to be in the 20s. You're at 17, I'm at 10. I can see 17 if we turn it over. If we protect the ball, I think we'll be able to control them pretty good on offense, hopefully. Messador could be a difference maker there. We'll see what happens. But, I was just covering, but I'm not.
You and OrchidMan have the same point spread, essentially 32 points there.
Yeah.
That's good company, I'll tell you that much.
OrchidMan's been on fire. Mike has Stanford just covering there, 29.
LM says Miami 27, Stanford 24. Oof. That would be a disaster. I mean, I guess nothing with a Miami win is a disaster, but it would be a very interesting week on the CanesInSight podcast. That's for sure. The comments section, at least.
Steven Vailson, who's that O-lineman for us that was sadly hurt for years and went to SMU? Guy who started against UF as a freshman years ago. Zion Nelson. I don't think he's played. Hopefully he's playing. I'd love for him to get healthy. Terrence Sling, whenever you guys say we score lower, we score high, it is a good sign. Yeah, I've been off on a lot of these. The games I thought were going to be close, which were basically the in-state rivalry games, were not close. And then Louisville, I thought we were going to get a nice separation on them, get beat up their lines a little bit, and they beat us. So I'm off. Fade me. I'm hopefully, fortunately, I'm picking us to do good this week, so that's not a good sign.
All right, D, you want to well, I was going to say maybe we watch the end of the UVA North Carolina one here.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. These both are going down to the wires. Oklahoma down by 8, moving the ball with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Ole Miss has gone for 2 multiple times, though, right?
Yeah, and they put Austin Simmons in, which, again, I'm trying to figure out what's the story there, if I'm missing something. Good stop for North Carolina, first down. Chandler Morris, North Texas quarterback. I know Mestemaker got a lot of attention yesterday. The North Texas kid who was a backup quarterback and then ends up being one of the more productive quarterbacks in the country.
Beating out our boy over there, too.
Yeah. Big Poff. That could be a situation. I don't know. Mestemaker, I mean, 600 yards in a game, it's going to get some attention. I know their offense is quarterback friendly.
Their coach is going to be a wanted man.
Talk about finding quarterbacks, man. He found Matier, he found Cam, and of course he found Mestemaker.
Ooh, interesting play call here. Good play call.
Yeah, Virginia gets in there.
That was nice. You see that?
Yeah. I think Virginia might squeak this one out, sadly.
Man, I'll tell you, though, Oklahoma, I don't think they're not going to win this game. They're down 8 here. Well, let me not say that. They have the ball, but even if they don't win this game, I've come away impressed by them.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Matier looks beat up. That's the only thing that kind of.
Yeah, but I'm saying he doesn't look like he's playing well, but as a whole, they're sticking in this game.
Yeah, their players have gotten better. But fourth year for Venables, it shows you.
No, it should. They should be 6-1. They should be.
It shows you what Mario's got to do. I mean, this is your competition. As Auburn, Arkansas starts to get a little frisky here. Year 4 it should look close to how it's going to look. If you're Oklahoma, obviously they got to start winning some more. They got to finish strong here. Wow. That's the best no gain I've seen. Jean Matier breaking a ton of tackles.
Good job by Ole Miss to continue to pursue, though.
You want double-digit wins if you're Oklahoma's fan base and athletic director at year 4, I would think. I know it's the SEC, but naming 4 in year 4, I don't know how you're feeling if you're Oklahoma. Like as far as making a move or keeping another year.
Yeah, that's why. But that's why I think something with this Jim Nagy thing too. Like you bring in a legitimate GM for your program.
True.
In this year, like they may have said, look, you're going to get an extra year because of it. Like because a lot of these structures are going to be looked at differently. D, I really do think so. I think that they're going to be looked at as, there will be GMs that stay on because there could be an argument to say, hey, look, we've recruited the talent. We've gotten here that they can put numbers together and say we've gotten this amount of talent here. The coach has not done what he's supposed to do with it. So I don't know how that affects things.
You see it in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's going towards that model.
No, the question would be, does the GM fire the coach?
Touchdown Auburn, pick 6.
That would be the –
You heard me?
Yeah, Taylor Green. That would be the big pass interference for Oklahoma. That'd be the NFL model, right? In most part, where you have the GM actually firing the coach.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if we're there.
I don't think we're there yet. Well, unless you're at it. Let's talk about maybe the most unique situation right now in college football, Stanford.
Yeah, Andrew Luck.
You have an interim head coach in Frank Reich who's riding off into the sunset after this.
Yeah. Being
used as a stabilizer, which I don't know, man. There's something weird with that 30-point spread. Frank Reich, 30-point comeback. Didn't really want to mention it, but it's been in the back of my mind today. But you have that. They just got a $50 million donation a few weeks ago from a booster to their football program. Andrew Luck, obviously, his dad is the guy who has run organizations and has been, in the administrative side of things for so long. So he has that in his blood.
Yep.
What he's doing over there is probably the most striking thing. Cal also is doing the same thing with Ron Rivera.
Yeah, and by the way, Cal, that is a tough loss for them yesterday.
Tough loss, but I think
they're on the way up.
You can point to what they're doing and what Stanford is doing and say that's probably going to be what the model is moving forward, especially for programs like that really need someone who is, respected and like can rally the alumni, so
Yeah.
to speak, in that sense with the NIL side of things.
No doubt, no doubt. I think I've heard already from one of my buddies who has ties to Stanford and was contacted and was able to actually speak to some of these guys. So
Yeah.
their outreach is real. I think they're going to play well today. You know, I don't think Stanford's that team that's going to go out there against Miami and just kind of like roll over. I think they're going to compete pretty hard. I think they just beat Florida State. We just lost. They saw vulnerabilities on tape. I mean, they're going to be coming after Miami. So I think that first quarter is going to be highly competitive, highly important for both teams. Obviously, for Miami, you got to start fast, but I don't think it's going to be a rollover situation. As UNC gets in the end zone,
Wow.
great play, great execution.
Hey.
Is that
What's our boy?
Davion Goss right there.
Goss, yeah.
There it is. What's his nickname? Bullet Goss from the Chaminade program.
They're going for the win. Okay, wait. I don't want to look at the comment section. Hold on.
No spoilers.
I'm blocking it out, man. Let's see what
Let's
happens.
Go double B. Let's go.
Let's go, Bill.
The goat, the fake goat. I know Don Shula's winning this game right now, but I respect it. Let's go.
Let's see if he can do it for Jordan Hudson. Oh, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna hold on? I'm closing the screen now. You close yours too.
I'm not even looking.
I don't want to see it. I want to watch this game live here. Wow, they're going for the win, huh? You gotta give it. You gotta put it in Gio Lopez's hands.
Oh, no doubt.
Roll him out. No.
They get a penalty? No.
It looked weird, right?
Yeah, it did. Get in there.
No.
Oh,
I don't think he got it.
No, he didn't.
Wow. Oh. Darn. What could have been, man? Tough one there. The Canes needed that one, right?
It would help. It would have helped.
I don't even know what I'm.
Wait. Oh, that was so close. Wow. If he would have reached all the way, he was not down yet.
Oh, he likes. Yeah. No,
Oh.
definitely did not get it.
Oh.
He is short.
Oh.
Half an inch short. I've heard that one before. All right, guys. I guess we'll wrap up hour 2 here.
Yep, we're back again. And by the way, look, I know we're talking a lot of college football, so if you guys want to talk Canes, we're excited about this game. Obviously, we're talking about it all week, all day. So hit us up with questions. We're glad to talk Canes. It's just college football, man. There's nothing like it. Ugh.
Bagging up says, why did he only half extend the ball? That's
what I'm saying. It was kind of like,
too,
you know what? Maybe he didn't want to fumble, but I mean, the game's on the line. You got to get it over. It doesn't matter if you fumble.
We got Wake and SMU also. That one's coming down to the wire.
Let's go. As they review this one, which I don't think is going to go against. Let's see.
All right, guys. Keep it locked here on CanesInSight. We'll be back in just a bit for hour number 3, live from the Licking Miami Gardens. Check us out, 17647 Northwest 27th Ave, right down the street from the stadium. T-Love, I guess T-Love had a
there you go. Travis loves this format. Our guy, thank you. Let us know.
Over under.
This is new for us, so let us know if you like it.
I guess T-Love had some over unders. He said he's setting the Malachi over at 15.5.
No way. No. Hopefully he's getting explosive plays.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah, no. That's too many.
All right, guys, we'll be back in a bit. Check you guys out soon. Hit that like and subscribe.
Go Canes.